Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I just want to reach back out to y'all, man. I know last week, checked in, man. We discussed, and then I told you about my depression, how I deal with depression. But now I want to take you back to the core or where things actually, started, you know. Um, I remember when I first went to foster care, man. So let me enlighten y'all. I went to foster care when I believe I was 7. You know what I mean? Um, and I was there, until I was 17 and a half. So that's a long time. That's a long time, and definitely it affects you mentally. You know, um, it was some goods and it was some bad times. But I just wanted to, let y'all know that when I was in there, man, like I be going from place to place, man. When you're at one place, and you have somebody just caring for you, love for you, and you have all of this anger built up in you, man, where it's like you're so angry, man, where it's like, you're trying yourself to express, how you feel through your anger. You know what I mean? Like I used to just fight my way through it. You know what I mean? That's how I expressed myself. It wasn't, how normal people like, hey, I feel this way or anything like that. No. It was like I would express myself through anger. You know what I mean? And the people that, like as far as like the staff members and everything like that, those people never gave up on me. They just continued to love on me. And I'm like, now when I look back, I'm like, how can you love on somebody or this young, this young man, like how can you love on him and he's fighting you away? You know what I mean? And I was enlightened that um, from the person I was when I was young, it was just this emotional person, man, where, everything's bottled up. I'm going through a lot, family's not there. Like, I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know how to let somebody know that, hey, I'm hurting. You know what I mean? They knew I was hurting, but it's a difference when you're expressing and letting a person know how deep your cuts are. You know what I mean? Instead of reacting and actually, fighting people and, going about the stuff the wrong way. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I recall. Going about it the wrong way. Like, I heard people that, actually cared. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, man, are you, what's wrong, man? I'm here, man. Allow me to be here, man. And I'm just pushing them away. So now it's a lot more easier for me when I get angry, like, or, I feel like you know what I mean, that you're attacking me or hurting me. I put a wall up, man. Like, I block you out. Like, you know, so my anger, my anger now as 28 years old, it's like, man, I'm able to express myself more than what I was when I was younger. Like it's so crazy, man. Like I'm able to tell, hey, this was affecting me, man. Then I'm trying to look back and think, it's so many like blank spots, like, and due to the trauma, man. But it's like when I look back, I be like, dang. I look at myself, I'm like, man, that young dude, man, just I don't know, man. Like that, it was crazy. It was like I was a ball of emotions, if I can remember well. You know what I mean? I would, I would like storm off and get mad. You know what I mean? At 7, man, and just be like, fighting everybody off. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that I know I wanted some attention because it's like, man, I didn't receive attention like that. You know what I mean? My family didn't give me that. So, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, it's a difference between your family and your relatives. So it's like you not receiving this from the people that, you know what I mean, that say they love you and that's your family. So how else are you supposed to express yourself? You know what I mean? And normally, you know what I mean, kids that's going through that, they actually express themselves by fighting, or, you know what I mean, expressing themselves on a different level, or, you know what I mean, or going in isolation mode, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like when you going through that phase, man, like, it's not an easy battle. You know what I mean? We didn't, that ain't something that I just woke up to like, hey, man, y'all just put me in foster care and y'all continue to go on about your life. You know? Like, it still affect me now because it's like still have unanswered questions, And like, you know what I mean? I want to know, but it's like, you know what I mean? Am I going to be angry about the stuff that I hear? Am I going to be mad about it? You know what I mean? Or I'm going to believe anything that I hear because I feel like that stuff was taken from me. You know what I mean? The opportunity to know, you know what I mean? Hey, man, why I go here? Why did I go to foster care in the first beginning? You know what I mean? Did you even care about me? What was it? And that's where that anger was at, because it was like, man, I felt like I was forgotten. You know what I mean? Which I was forgotten. You know what I mean? It was just like, man, like, but it's like I was trying to, and have been trying to, and I was trying to, I'm not gonna lie, this is, you know what I mean, emotional for me to talk about some of this stuff, man. Like, and I've been trying my best to actually, you know what I mean, pull over and actually, you know what I mean, continue to strive, man. Like, you know, there are deep wounds for me, you know what I mean, to not being able to, you know what I mean, engage with my family. You know what I mean? So that's where that anger and aggression and everything like that come from, man. Cause, I didn't have that source, you know what I mean, or that, you know what I mean, didn't know how to express my anger, express how I was feeling, anything like that. So it definitely affected me moving forward, you know. And it's like, you gotta figure out something, you know what I mean, and figure out a way to deal with your anger instead of fighting and hurting people. You know what I mean? We in this society now in 2022, it's like, man, they okay with killing people, but that's not okay. That's not a way to go about expressing yourself. Some people don't know how to express themselves, you know what I mean, as well, you know what I mean, but they're not actually asking for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to go to a counselor. Do not. Because at the end of the day, you're able to express yourself. Even though everybody say, hey, they're just getting a paycheck. At the end of the day, they have advice to give and they listen to you. All people that is isolated or don't feel like they have nobody to talk to, I'm going to tell you my experience is because every time you talk to somebody about what you're going through, they're trying to talk to you at the same time while you're trying to talk to them. And it doesn't work because it's like the person that's hurting want to be heard, you know what I mean? And know that you're hearing hearing them out, you know what I mean? Like, versus, oh, well, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, I don't think that's going to work. Just hear me out. Listen to me. Give me, you know what I mean? Give me your undivided attention, man. That's what's most important, you know what I mean? One, to me, So I'm not going to, go so far into it. I just wanted to give you a brief description of, anger, my anger, you know what I mean? What triggered, you know what I mean, a lot of the things that cause me to be angry or cause me to be mad about things, you know what I mean, or have this aggression, You know what I mean? Being so aggressive, man. But at the end of the day, I still choose, you know what I mean, the decisions that I make, you know what I mean, they either have good consequences or bad consequences. So I'm going to leave you all at that note. Like I say, learn how to deal with your emotions. But like I said, check out my channel. This is so overwhelming for me. I'm sorry. But check out my channel, Slim Jim YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, I appreciate it. More to come.